dun, 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 dun. Hello, my folks. Hold on. Alright. Oh, okay. Damn. The fuck? What the fuck? So I get a little pissed off here. Stay on the fucking head. Don't come down. No. Stay on my fucking head. Is it coming undone? Is that it? Just coming undone? Stay on the head. Stay on the head. Beautiful. There we go. Nice. All right. Halloween music, guys. I love Halloween so much. It just gives me good vibes. That was really like toxic for me right there. I hated dealing with that. Hello, my name is Blue Digit, and today we're gonna be talking about something that, I mean, I didn't really have to, but I definitely like feel like just cause like my friend brought it up, Juju, I thought I'd do it. So I am going to have a lot of announcements tonight. Tonight's gonna be very important, but most importantly, we're gonna be talking about obviously like the topic going on right now. Ooh, I'm tired. Alright, what do we got here? Come on. What do we got? Oh, people are here. Howdy, how you doing, Colin? Line me when I see creepypastas wear diapers. Me burn it. Bloodfang. Hey, Productions. I don't know who you are, but hello. Looks like you're having a few difficulties too. Oh my god, it was so annoying. So anyways, hello guys, my name is Blue Digit, and right now, what I thought I'd be doing is, so what I want to do is, there's two things. So, it's going to be very important that you actually do stay tonight, and anybody that is, does come and want to be associated with the channel, make sure you do stay, because it's going to be very, hectic. So, one, well, okay, this isn't really related, but one, I'm going to be eating a lot of snacks, so don't mind me. Two, I'm going to be deciding a lot of things about the channel that are, like, more scheduling related, because if you guys can tell, there is something right over there that is a whiteboard, and every single goal that we make, I'm gonna write down right there, and you'll be able to kind of see it. So that's going to be the plan. Two, I'm going to be trying my best to actually be more consistent, so that we can actually like reach 10,000, because I want my number one goal is so that we can actually try our best to reach 3,000, but I want to go all the way this time. So, without further ado, with this little thing that gets into more of the spookiness of the season, I want to start out with talking about the schedule. Every single day I'm going to be doing something scary, and then it's going to be something funny. It's going to be something like that. If I can't upload two, then it's going to be every other day. So one day it's going to be scary, one day it's going to be funny. That's going to be my method. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I can't promise any videos every day. I can try my best to maybe promise like a few videos every day, and then maybe like after that live streams, but I want to try my best to be consistent with it every single day. So anyway, hey Colin, Lime, me has food, Kins, me, yeah, Bloodfang, Luxury Dark investigates the dark web, while their second channel, Life of Luxury, does investigations for cases from people, and they are creepy. I don't know what the fuck that is. Me has one English workout right now. Looks like I'm almost done. Dog starts sniffing the papers. Don't even think about No. I'm so lucky I got a cat. Because, like, you know, that's one thing I'm glad I didn't have to deal with, like, having, like, a dog always, like, mess around and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I got a freaking cat that's just, like, dope as hell, you know? Like, fuck yeah. These are good fruities. Good fruity woodies. So, like, dude, okay, so these are fruit snacks. And, like, these things are fucking dope as hell. Like, look at this. Look cute and they taste like fucking gold. Hell yeah. Biggie Big. What's up, Blue? It's Biggie Big making a big entrance. Hell yeah, you are. Fuck yeah. You know what's scary? Entitled parents and entitled kids. Yeah. But, you know, you can't judge everyone. No, you. Anyway, so. Oh man, these are so good. These are so good. Dude. Oh my god. Sorry, I've been really hungry. So, moving on. We're going to be talking about creepypastas and everything like that. Getting on with it. Of course, someone left when I was eating. I'm sorry. Getting on with it. So, the thing is that I want to start out this conversation with was, well, actually, if you guys are being patient, I think maybe give me one more minute, because I'm going to invite everyone from my server onto the live stream. But, starting this out, really, think of your favorite creepypasta, okay? Or anything that's creepy, even if it's like an urban legend, okay? Because here's like basically more or less like the discussion I'm having right here about like BS that's been going on for like ever. And my friend told me about it. I was like, oh, what would be a good video idea? And he was like, dude, freaking sexy creepypasta. And I was like, oh, that'd be funny. And like we looked it up, you know, we're laughing at each other. But the thing is, like, it really is something I think that killed the community. And I want to like address it. And then it's going to make me address a lot of other things. So, okay, there we go. So, moving into this. So, creepypasta. As you all know, this is the creepypasta thing. Everyone's already seen one. Everyone's already really known of one. And the thing is, like, you know, everyone loves creepypastas just for like how they start out like on the internet. I mean, not really much as they used to be, which is kind of sad, but, you know, creepypastas still are something that lived, and everyone can definitely, like, say, hey, this really was amazing. This is something that, like, I remember back in my childhood that, like, built me as a kid and being scared, you know? Like, I remember I used to watch all these other YouTubers that be, like, just reading off, like, creepypastas, like, playing creepypasta games, you know? I mean, that was what's so fun. I mean, there's Jeff the Killer, which like nobody cared about, but I mean like Slenderman was a big one. Then there was like 1982, I think it was, in 1986 or something, 1999. Frankly, there's just a lot of good creepypastas, which like sadly now I can't remember a lot just because like, you know, it's been so long. But I mean, creepypastas were something that like everyone really did like grow up with, if like, especially if you're like a 2000s kid like me. Yeah. Well, moving on from that, I mean, here's one that I really got, like, I fell in love with. So, I love creepypastas. I really was, like, into it. Like, when I was into it. But, going back, this is where I was a lot. SCP Foundation was, like, my shit. Like, beginning of, like, freshman year, I loved SCP. Like, this shit was scary. It was cool. It, like, really was, like, something that, like, I loved. So, this was something that, like, you know, like, I could do a bunch. Oh, the Russian sleep experiment was great. I love that one. You're right, Biggie Big. Yeah, hell yeah. So, anyway, so, moving on from this, I think one of the big problems that really, why is this playing? Stop. I think one of the things that really, like, date. Ooh, what's this? Most recent? No. What's the oldest? What's the oldest ones? Who was phone? Ooh, interesting. The older ones. Ooh. 2008? Holy snap, dude. That's freaking old. Damn. That's freaky. That's kind of freaky. But moving on from all of this, like, stuff. The thing is, there has been communities that obviously have, like, kind of ruined the face of like the creepypasta, and like it's happened for a lot of things. And I can like kind of like help this out with like other like games and forums or whatever, and what have you. So my best example right now is it's become very sexualized and very friendly, which like I know this sounds mean, but it shouldn't be. It should be very like aggressive, very scary, something that makes you feel so uncomfortable that you don't want to look at it again. You know what I mean? That's the thing that really sucks about it, because like, yeah, you should love it, don't get me wrong, but the thing is like people really have gotten to the point where when it comes to like actually hanging out with like creepypastas and stuff like that, like it's not even scary anymore. You know what I mean? I remember like, you know, people always be like, oh, Jeff the killer is so cool, you know what I mean? Like they'd be all edgy about it, and that's like what really killed like the feeling to it. I feel like the only one that really hasn't died from it really is SCP Foundation, except for like maybe a few times, but like except for those few times, it hasn't really changed this feeling of dread, just because of the way of how professional it always has been, and everyone's treated that way. But creepypastas are a whole different story, just because like, you know, it's a bunch of people doing their own little thing, and they can, you know, they can mess with it, they can add whatever they want basically. And the fact that like, you know, when it did start out, there wasn't much other stuff to do horror-wise, and you know, you had to jump somewhere, so of course the weirdos grabbed hold of it, and it really just burnt a hole into like what creepypasta could have been, and it ruined it. I mean, and people ruined a lot of it. I mean, if you look back, I mean, like Slender had Jane the Killer, or no, there was Jeff the Killer and Jane the Killer, which is stupid, you know. Slender had this other girl that was helping him out, which like that ruins it, because it ruins the mysterious vibe to it. Like they're not supposed to have really friends, and if they do, what's the purpose? What's making them scary to like further the plots? You know what I mean? That's what really is like getting like the story engaging for like us, the viewers, or the readers, I should say. So, I mean, you guys can remember it's like Slender Man when it first came out, I'm guessing, obviously. I mean, like, you guys remember Slender Man when, like, you know, it actually, like, was this, like, a horrifying thing that, like, you know, we'd be reading about, and then all of a sudden, like, we'd be like, oh my gosh, this was, like, such a cool game when we were a kid. But the thing is, like, as you guys are gonna remember, like, obviously, like, you know, there's a few things that, like, really, like, messed you up back then. Like, I remember when, the freaking, like, stabbings happened with everyone. Like, that was freaking, that sucked. That was BS. That should have never happened. But it happened, you know? So it's like, damn. And it really is sad. So, famous creepypastas. Yeah, let's go to famous creepypastas.
It is hell in this one server I'm in.
Hey! Someone actually joined the VC. Wait, who is this? Jake. How you doing, Cole?
Yes, it is me, Cole. So
Cole, I love you, Cole. How you doing, my dude?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
I'm reaching a Roblox. That's the only thing. Game volume down. Shit. So I can hear it. Hold up.
I can hear that. Yeah.
I just muted it. She probably get my headphones on, so I can't.
You're all good, my dude.
Oh, no, I back up. Hold up. Ow, fuck! Whack myself with it. Hell is the... Shoot, accidentally moved my computer. Hello.
Alright, so moving on with my conversation, guys. I'm thinking about, like, all this is, like, people really mess with it just by, like, kind of spreading rumors and, like, adding something that wasn't really even supposed to be part of it. And the best example I can give is, like, Minecraft. Minecraft was really hated for a while, just for the fact that, like, everyone was like, oh, these older people that are playing on it are freaking pedophiles, you know, and, like, they really try to make it kid-friendly. When Minecraft started, if you guys remember, it was for everyone. I mean, everyone loved it. I mean, there's a reason there's a reason why Sky plays Minecraft, like, loved it so much, and, like, he made the YouTube community blow up.
Oh,
so
I freaking watched him, like, almost every day.
I know, right? Dude, everyone loves him. But the thing is, like, he died out with everyone else. And everyone thought, like, oh, it's just because Minecraft's dying. No, that's not what happened. What happened was the basis that, like, used to be what Minecraft was made off of, just creative people playing all the time, having, like, you know, no care about the world. You know, like, they had this, like, they were almost, like, pushed into, like, the thinking, oh, it has to be for kids, because, I mean, what else could it be? I mean, you can't say it's for anything else, or else you're wrong, or else you're dumb, or else, you know, you're living, like, in the past. And it really became, like, a sad thing because, you know, everyone did that. Everyone started being like, oh, pfft, really? And, I mean, it's funny that we look back now because slowly, you know, everyone kind of just brought it back to, like, popularity just because we're, like, nostalgia. But it shouldn't have been there in the first place. And because of that, it ruined the community itself. And it almost died. Like, to me, I don't give a shit what people say. I think Minecraft almost died. It almost went to, like, a kid's thing. So, that's basically what's happened with Creepypasta. And it used to be such a beautiful community with, like, you know, actually, like, people, like, scaring the shit out of each other. And it was, like, the best thing ever, you know? I mean, really. And so many indie games came out of it. I mean, there was so much potential that it used to have. But now, it's just a former shadow of what it used to be. So, right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through a few of these older creepypastas, and I'm going to read through them with you, and hopefully we can share some memories about what the old creepypasta used to be. So, yeah. Oh my god, these are such good gummies. Oh! Oh!
I like how you said like scared or something as soon as I got like almost ran over by a tramp in this game.
Damn.
I was trying to kill someone, but then I got almost ran over.
Minecraft used a totem of undying. Dude, fuck yeah, I did. I would play it for the Pokemon mod only. Bro, switch to a different voice chat so others can join. Oh, okay. You got it. Hey, we're going to Elmo's World if you want to join. Actually, I take that back. We're going to stream. We're going to stream. Yeah, that's where we're going. Okay.
Okay.
So, going back. Where was I?
hate when my Discord does that.
I spoken with God. He has abandoned us, which represents what creepypasta was. Yeah. Alright, let's go back up. I'm trying to read everything. You guys are just you guys are texting quick, which is good. You know, I enjoy that.
I'm not even watching the stream.
Oh wow. Oof. You should look up
I just joined because you were in there.
Aw, thank you.
Shit.
Oof.
Sally could be sweet, but others nah. Depends. Yeah, I get that. All right. But yeah. Anyways, so these gummies are so fucking addicting. I swear to God. Like I could eat these all fucking day. Holy shit, these are good.
Your chewing is so loud, it's satisfying. ASMR.
Okay, let's just take a moment to have some ASMR. Just take a moment to have my beautiful ASMR. Listen to this.
Give me the Tesla.
Alright, now listen to me. Listen to me having some water. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Okay. For the rest of the video, this is gonna be very ASMR. Okay. Now talking about creepypastas. Am I loud enough for you guys? Am I loud enough? Can you guys hear me?
Shut up.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. Okay. Well, for the rest of the video, I'm gonna be talking like this because I'm just.
Alright, enough of that gay shit.
Alright, we're good. Yeah, that's fuck that. But back to my point. You know, like, dude, like, creepypasta used to be so great back in the day. Like, you know, like, everyone loved that shit. I mean, so, looking back, because, like, I can't remember everything, like, from the top of my head. But, like, some of them I do remember, if I look back, is, let me look at something, like, so basically, like this. You're at a friend's house. I don't remember that one. A man looked, okay, so the hotel one with the, white with red, where, like, you're not supposed to look through a, keyhole. I remember that one. That's a very common one that I remember. Hold on, I'm trying to find the rake. Everyone remembers the rake is like one of the most popular ones.
Oh, I love
Slenderman.
Dude, like that's fucking dope. What
I
else
used
do we
to
got?
always watch videos as a kid on the rake, like Jesus.
Oh my gosh. So there's Candle Cove, 1999. Those are probably the two of the most messed up ones that I love. I love those ones. I think Candle Cove's the one about the TV show, right? Yeah, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one, Candle Cove.
Squidward Suicide, another popular one.
Gateway of the Mind. I don't remember that one actually. Slenderman, obviously. Smile Dog. Smile Dog's a cool one. I don't care what anyone says. That's the one where like.
Dog. I haven't heard that one.
Isn't it the one where like if you look at no, I'm thinking of the wrong one. But like basically it's like just a picture one. Yeah, it's just an evil picture. But there's one where like or am I thinking of the right one? I can't remember. But there's one where like if you look at it, like you'll see it in a pic. Like you'll see it, and then like slowly you'll start seeing it more and more and more. And then, like, eventually, like, it'll be, like, right next. Or, like, oh, no, here's how it goes. So, like, the story is, like, it sends you a message or something like that. And, like, then, like, you'll start seeing it out of the corner of your eye. And then slowly, like, it'll, like, start sending you, like, pictures of, like, where it is in comparison to you. And then, like, it'll start becoming right next to you. And then, like, slowly you'll start moving and stuff like that. And then eventually, like, it'll be, like, right at you. Which is, creepy. So, yeah. Samore! How you doing, my dude? 4-9's here, dude. I love 4-9. 4-9's my dude. All right, what do we got here? So Dead Bart. I don't know. There's always ones that are just about like TV series, which is like they're okay, but they're just kind of like simple and easy to do. You know what I mean? It's like if I want to make a scary one about the fucking Powerpuff Girls, like it's stupid. You know what I mean? Or no. What you do is always okay. Back in the day when people wanted to make a really shitty creepypasta, they'd be like, okay, what's a good one? Like, SpongeBob.exe. They'd always just add an exe at the end of it, and it'd be, like, really shitty, you know what I mean? So, by the way, guys, if you can, like, I know this is, like, advertising, but shamelessly, just, like, hey, invite some people. Let's, like, get this big so we can have, like, a nice discussion, actually. So, anyway,
Bart game ended himself.
Oof. Suicide Mouse. I think that's the one where, like, it's just a really messed up video or something like that. But the statue's a really good one. The statue's one, like, you gotta look at the statue or else it'll start moving and, like, snap your necks and shit. That's fucked up. Licking.
Oh, shit.
Licking's a really good one. Oh, my
Hold
God.
on,
If you guys have not read that one of the best ones, read it. You will not regret that shit.
That Suicide Mouse one reminds me of something.
Squidward Suicide's probably one of the most popular, like, creepypastas based on a show.
It's the most famous.
Yeah. Pretty good. Mr. Widemouth. I don't think I remember this one actually. I don't think I remember.
I think I've heard of that one.
I don't remember that one. I don't think. The Theater I definitely remember. That's one I remember. That was really good. Psychosis? I don't think I remember. Herobrine. Everyone remembers Herobrine. Everyone and their mother remembers Herobrine, dude. Herobrine was a dude. Even now I'm playing Minecraft. Like I'll fuck around with people and be like, "It's Herobrine." Everyone's like, "Herobrine," and I'll be like, "Yeah, man." It's freaking I love. Oh my god, memory lane.
I remember what it reminds me of.
I
know this is kind of off topic randomly, but in the Cold War, the Americans were planning to put microphones on cats and put them into the Soviet Union. As soon as they tested it, the cat got run over by a taxi.
What the Ow.
What the fuck? Jake from
They literally put microphones on cats. That just shows how desperate they were at this point.
Well, there was an experiment idea about having pigeons man airplanes.
In the Tesla.
Oh, that would end well.
Well, the funny thing is, it was by like I forgot his name, but like it was a very famous like psychologist. I'm trying to remember his name.
Jake from Wii Sports.
I can't remember, but anyway, so he was training these things and like it was actually working.
Really?
Yeah. Like so apparently because it never went through because like
learn to fly.
So I don't mean like being mean or anything, but like people like us, that's the reason it didn't go through because we're like, oh, that's fucking stupid because it sounds stupid, you know what I mean? Like of course, but the thing was apparently the research like because like people done like documentaries on it, if they actually went through with that shit, it would have worked.
But then what's the point of it? Just to avoid man loss?
Yeah.
Down?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, but let's just say you put a pigeon in like a fighter jet or something.
Yeah, that's what they were planning on doing.
While in a dogfight situation.
Well, do you plan on? Okay, so they tried teaching it. You tried teaching these fucking pigeons. Listen. You gotta listen. You gotta hear this. What they tried to teach these pigeons to do was, you'd have this little target, and you keep putting like where the food was on the target. Okay, so that obviously they peck at the target. Well, what they do is slowly they teach the pigeons like move around and shit in this little like almost like conveyor belt thing, so that they get used to moving and like that's how they like turn the thing, and then. What they do, yeah, like the little like plane that they be in. It was a weird little contraption. And then to shoot, what they do is you see their target, and they peck at the target, and then that's how they fucking shoot them.
That sounds really, really dumb and
And they taught these fucking pigeons to shoot at other planes. So they technically made killer pigeons. They made fucking killer pigeons.
Well, to be honest, I've heard more crazy shit from planes. But Jesus, that's up on my list.
Anyway, so Lavender Town. Obviously, as you guys can guess, Lavender Town. That's more or less the Pokemon shit. I think at least it should be. The true story of the theater. I think it's the same story. No End House. I don't remember that one. The Seed Eater. I don't remember that one. Robert the Doll! Holy shit, dude. I fucking remember that. Like, I remember that scared the shit out of me all the fucking times. Does anybody remember Robert the Doll?
I know. That was so memorable.
Dude, okay, so Robert the Doll was, like, this freaking, like, scary-ass doll that, like, apparently, like, he would move and shit, and, like, he would talk to, like, the family members, and, oh my god, like, that's a long story. Honestly, I could do a video all on that. I could do a video on that. Just, like, straight up. Fuck.
It's one of the most haunted dolls.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. It's actually like actually in a museum. Like that's a real fucking thing. Rugrats theory. I don't know what the fuck that is. And then let's go to the first page. Okay.
Lou,
Yeah, what's up?
I thought of a good video idea for you.
What?
Play some sort of computer game, maybe CS:GO. But every time you die, you take a spoonful of Marmite.
What's Marmite?
It's a yeast extract product, but supposedly to Americans it tastes like shit.
Does it taste like shit?
For me, no, because Marmite is a normal food for me in my country, so it's not shit, but a lot of Americans, when they try it, they overdo it, and it's fucking hilarious seeing their faces. It's a very salty and strong spread for bread.
That probably won't bother
Plus,
me. It
even has the color shit.
Ew.
A dark blackish brown.
Well, now it sounds bad.
It's actually delicious. I love it.
Like, you know, I would have been like really optimistic until you said that part. Yeah, it's like you're eating a shit on you just take a spoonful of shit and you're eating it. You should do that for a video. Just eat some shit. Just take a spoonful of shit and just fucking eat it. What the fuck, man? Okay, moving on.
I never
so
knew that was a bad idea.
Rap Rat, I don't know what the fuck that is. Sally Play With Me, I don't fucking remember that either. The Russian Sleep Experiment, that's a beautiful story. I don't give a shit who anyone says. That is like, it's fucked up, but as like a story written, that's really beautifully written. And like, it was so well done. So, shit, man. Good shit. Ted the Caver? I don't fucking know. The Expressionless? I don't fucking know that either. Jeff the Killer, obviously. Slenderman, obviously. Bedtime?
Oh, have you not read The Expressionless?
Fuck.
It's a pretty fucked up one.
Honestly, I probably remember like most of these if like you explained them to me, like the first like okay, so give me a little bit about it. And then I'll probably remember.
Basically, a woman comes into a hospital completely blank face. She's being dragged. I believe she was supposed to be mentally insane by multiple doctors before she kills one of them and walks out. And the entire time, her face is just dead and empty. And it looks like she's wearing a mask, basically. It's pretty fucked up.
No, I've never heard of that then. No, I've never heard of that one.
And I'm sending you a photo of Marmite.
Damn, everyone's leaving.
Oh
We
no.
fucked up the stream. Everyone hates us. Eyeless Jack is a good one. I remember that one, dude. That was
People
fun.
must be scared of Marmite.
That one's so fucked up.
I'm gonna read this one again. Isn't that the one where like he takes his fucking kidneys and shit? Can't remember. I think he takes his kidneys and shit.
There, you should have fun with those photos.
Okay, so he was killed by something. So his brother died. And oh yeah, he lost his kidney. So he lost one of his kidney. Yeah, I was right. So the main character lost his kidney. His brother was killed by the fucking eyeless Jack, and then like it ate half his kidney.
Oof.
Yeah. Which is kind of fucked up.
Not ideal.
No, no, it's not.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Sonic DX.
I'm really
Sonic.exe. I remember like I did a video on that. Like, you know, it was a shitty video, but like for some reason I got a bunch of videos on that. The Hooded Man. I don't fucking remember that. Okay, Tiki Toby. I remember to always see him around, but like I've never actually like read about him. You know what I mean? Like I remember that was like some really stupid edgy comic.
How about Clockwork?
No, I haven't. Laughing Jack is a fucked up one. That was a
What's
really
with the Jacks and stuff?
What?
What's with the J?
I don't know. There's a bunch of J's ones like Jack, Jeff, Jane. I don't fucking know. Jerk, off. I don't know. Okay. Ben drowned, dude. That was a really good one. I don't care. That was an amazing one. I loved Ben drowned. Damn, that was badass. Damn, that was badass. Like, even, like, okay, not even, like, the story of it. Like, just, like, actually just hearing about it. You know, like, you guys remember Petscop?
Yeah, it ended, right?
Yeah, so, like, Petscop was a thing, okay? That's kind of like Ben Drowned was, like, the first kind of Petscop to me. You know what I mean? Because, like, you know, the game was already out, though, which is the difference. It's just that, like, this was, like, the one and only of it. So, like, it was kind of like a Petscop to me. And it was so different and scary. And everyone was interested. And that's what was so cool about it. I haven't been reading the comics. I feel so bad. The comments.
What a bully.
I shared a stream with a few really big servers and no one showed up. I'm cursed. Oh, don't say that. Thank you, Blood, though. I love you, man.
Do ROM hacks count?
What?
ROM hacks, like Mario and stuff.
Lion Cub. Here's a creepy story. The little girl, her mom called her downstairs and she was about to go down, but was grabbed by her mother from upstairs and whispers, I heard there too. I heard the same story, Lion Cub, but I heard it was from a boy. It was a boy instead of a girl, so.
What are you, sexist?
No. Sorry, I heard it was like, so like he's in the hallway and like her mother, his mother called him downstairs for like to like get some laundry and shit. So like, you know, he's going down there and like, you know, he's like, you know, a schoolboy or whatever. And you know, he's hustling down there because he has to go to school. Well, the thing is, then right when he starts going down there, like his mother like freaking freaks the fuck out and just grabs him, and she like literally just cuffs his mouth and she's like, I heard it too, and then it just fucking ends.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Because you never know what's down there. It's like a few sentences long. It's like, holy shit, man.
See, some of the really simple stories can actually work really well.
Oh yeah. I'm still here, Blue, and I will stay until the end. I love you, man. I fucking love you. No homo. Fucking love you. 409. I thought you said my name for a second, but you were talking about the creepypasta.
What's the worst creepypasta?
Like the scariest or like the fucking dumbest?
The dumbest, like the worst writing.
You probably won't agree. But I mean, like, I really just thought like fucking like either Jeff the Killer or fucking Toby was the fucking dumbest shit. I mean, like for
Yeah,
the
Jesse
classics.
Killer was very cliche.
I mean, it was just so tacky. Like, oh, this is Killer, and he's like the fucking Joker, but he's not the Joker. He's not the Joker because he's more edgy, and he's a kid, and he'd probably show up your school. And it's like, really? It's like, really? Like, you're telling me this is the best you could fucking come up with? I'm like, you can't. Don't tell me that this isn't like the teenage version of the Joker. If like the Joker was edgy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Joker. Joker coming to fucking Batman. Fuck him up. I don't know. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like really shitty.
Oh god, the lag. Oh.
Legit been snacking on Lucky Charms right now.
Man, such a shit story. That's why I've always hated it, because it's like, really, it's so fucking basic and bitchy. Fuck. And even the story isn't that good, because, like, okay, let's go to the story. Let's go to the fucking story. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Where is it? Is this it? Where's Jeff the Killer? Where's that piece of shit story?
Probably
Oh, hi, by the way.
Found it.
Oh. So it's gonna be the
Okay, how long is this?
CREEPYPASTAs section.
50 minutes. Fuck that shit.
15 minutes for
To read this shit, yeah. Bad dream, fucking ominous eyes, whatever.
the fan base for Jeff the Killer is
sleep.
bad. The fan
Okay,
girl.
go to sleep. I guess that was okay. Go to sleep wasn't the worst thing. Threw the knife into my bad shoulder. Oh, that's so edgy. Okay, shit. Okay. Cold evil eyes. Jeff has family and neighborhood. Okay, Billy. And then... Doesn't he get a smile into his face and shit, too? Just like the fucking Joker?
Yeah, he has a really bad smile and no nose.
Dude, do you know how I got these scars?
I swear, he's just like the fucking Joker.
Creepy.
It's so fucking dumb. Fuck. I really do think...
He has the green hair.
Guys, how would I tell you? How would you feel if I told you I've never watched a superhero movie in my life?
I understand it, but I would definitely I'll try my best to like encourage you, because like okay, so here's the thing that really bothers me about superheroes. Like, I don't watch it. I don't watch superhero movies just because like they're very like cliche, or because like, you know, there's people in tights, obviously, because like that's fucking stupid. You know, everyone watches them because like, and it's why a lot of superhero movies suck now, because like they're too basic. People watch them because like you have this hero that obviously is different, so they're like an outsider to society, but nonetheless they're willing to put their own selves at risk with no benefits usually to stop something that's larger than themselves and others. And that really is like the true adversity at stake, and seeing like if humans can go against that. I mean, it's not really horror, but in a sense it's horrifying to think that someone actually go through all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is like, that's why people love that. I mean, exactly. So Infinity War is the best thing ever. That's what a pure idea of heroism in a show would be. Just because, like, I'm not going to do any spoilers if I haven't seen it already, because I know, like, it's been years since that came out, but still. The thing is, that show really deconstructed the genre, and it built it to, like, what it should have been, and it did such a good fucking job. It did such a good...
I've never really been interested in superheroes because I prefer movies or games that are more focused on realism. I don't like the idea of people flying around or being past a spider and radioactive shit like that.
Well, then,
to me, that seems so bad.
Well, I don't know. I love like stuff that isn't real, but at the same time, like, okay, so
yeah, I can understand it. I can understand people loving it. That makes a lot of sense to me. I just don't like it.
I like things that are like unrealistic, but I still like them to be like with weight behind them, if that makes sense. So, do you watch anime?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, I'm going to use that example. I'm going to use that example. There's an anime I watch called Berserk. Berserk is one of the best fucking anime in my mind, because it's put in medieval times. And already that's not really, like, the most accurate, because of, like, there's no dragons or anything, but there are demons. And, despite that being fake, you know, you see people just get freaking ripped to shreds, fucking, like, blood everywhere. You have this, one character that, like, he becomes, you know, so strong that he can hold a sword that's basically the size of him. And despite how absurd it is, you still kind of feel a sense of, like, oh shit, I should give a shit about this because like how fucked up it is. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
for me, that's kind of like how it is, like the same sense of like, you know, like the creepypastas. You know what I mean? Like, you know that this shit isn't real, but nonetheless, you feel like there's still a connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if someone can make a story, but it feels real, like has elements of real, I'll enjoy it.
Lying up blue. I don't feel so good. Fuck you. I see what you did there.
Actually, there is one anime that I kind of like, and it's called Girls und Panzers. It's basically a high school drama, but
Shut the fuck
it's
up. I know.
also girls
Shut
and
the
tanks.
fuck up.
War thing.
Look,
I know that
like it because I like tanks. Okay, it's based on World War II
Wait, what's this?
history. That's
Gateway
what I
to the
like.
Mind is about an experiment that take away all 5 senses, and the dude starts sensing dead spirits from the doctors and trying to kill himself. Blue, I highly encourage you to read. Fuck that. It's scary. That's scary.
That's the point of creepypasta.
Dude, okay, I know that, like, okay, I know I'm into scary shit now because, like, I was kind of, like, pushed into it, but the thing is, like, dude, I'm still, like, it sounds dumb, but, like, I'm still a baby, okay, like, I enjoy my soft things. I enjoy, like, having to, like, play Minecraft and be like, hey, this isn't so bad. I mean, like, dude, I get scared shitless so easily, you guys have no fucking idea, okay?
Oh, you think?
Oh yeah,
you
back
just-
in 2016 when you got scared shitless by a Lugano.com jump scare. Yeah, that. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Lou, did I ever mention my gender? No, you did not. If you want to see something really screwed up, Adventure Time's creepy title card. It sounds kind of lame, but I'll look into it, I guess.
What title card?
He says something about, like, look up Adventure Time creepy title card.
I'll search it up.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Bloodfang. I'm a girl, and I've always forgot to mention that. Don't blame others for assuming my gender, especially because of my YouTube name. Oh, okay. Just some good gummies. Nah. Okay.
Some good Lucky Charms. Part of this good breakfast.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't believe you guys get lucky charms, you lucky dicks. My country doesn't exist.
Ah.
Then again, we have the best dessert of all time. You guys will never know what the true pavlova is.
I
Fuck
found
on my
the
dick.
image,
It's
I think.
magically delicious.
Wait, who's that? Oh, hey, Isaiah, how you doing?
Yeah, I think I found this image. I think they're talking about this.
Adventure, Trouble in Lumpy Space.
Yeah, search
Weird.
up the creepy title card, bud.
Depression.
Oh, cool.
I have no
Well,
friends.
I mean, like, okay, here's the thing. Like, so, I've never actually, like, seen, like, as a kid, like, I knew what Adventure Time was, but, like, I never really, like, watched it much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never really watched Adventure Time that often, but I did.
Like, I never watched it, so, like, I never really knew, like, anything about it except for, like, maybe, like, I think, like, the first 2 episodes I saw.
I think they're talking about this one.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know.
What the hell?
I mean, that's edgy. Okay. I guess we'll give it, like, some extra points for edginess.
Jake from Wii Sports does not approve.
Blue, I'm going to be a paranormal investigator when I get older. Except, I have to be careful so I don't get hurt, and I wouldn't want my boyfriend to be too worried about me. Oof. I could never do that shit. I mean,
What is the funniest creepypasta that you ever read?
who in the world is Nina the Killer? I don't know. It's probably some bitch. Let's look at
I
Nina
would
the Killer.
love to be a paranormal
Nina
investigator,
the
but
Killer.
I'm too fucking much of a pussy to do that shit.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. I don't think I'd be too much of a pussy. Like, if I'm being realistic. If I had to do the job, I don't think that would be what worries me. What would worry me is the fact, like, 1, how to get paid. 2, would it really be worth your time and effort? And 3, like, would it really, like, suffice, like, my passions in life? You know what I mean? And the worst thing is, like, if something does happen, like, it sounds bad, but, like, it's either going to be, like, just some bullshit, or there's probably going to be some kind of fucking, like, person that might be out there, like, actually trying to hurt you. You know what I mean? In that case, you might have to bring a gun with you at all times. Which, like, I don't want to fucking do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'd love to try and shoot a demon.
Jenna the Killer, Lulu the Killer, Cleo
It's
the
like-
Killer.
I can imagine. I've heard stories where, like, you know, there's people that go into, like, these creepy little areas, and, like, people hear about them doing that, so then they go in that area, and then they wait for these people that are thinking they're gonna have a good old time. They fucking, like, beat the shit out of them, they kidnap them, they drug them, and then they kill them.
Oh yeah, Ben's Playhouse was a thing though.
What the fuck? I mean, it's fucked up. It's so fucked up. So
Sad reality of things. Some people are just fucked up and they love it.
that's me being like really serious about it, though. I mean, like, obviously, idealistically, shit isn't gonna happen. But I mean, that's me like thinking like all corners of them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I can understand where you come from. I hate going outside because I always feel like the worst thing's gonna happen.
bedtime.
I'm that scared of anything.
Let's read bedtime, I guess. What's bedtime?
Oh yeah.
Bedtime story? Okay.
Okay, let's read it, guys.
I love little peaceful bedtime stories. What about you guys? You know, just to relax
hell?
as you go to sleep and drift off happily
Where's the
until you
story?
hear about someone's eyes being gouged out.
Bedtime.
1 of 15. The fuck? How long is this story? How long is this shit?
My fucking god!
Fuck.
Dude, this story's freaking an hour long. Fuck that shit.
Oh Jesus.
How about just read like
about,
2 chapters?
Oh my god, where's like an easier... Okay, let's
Oh,
do
my
the expression
computer's
list.
dying.
Like,
I'm
how long is this one? Dude, this one, I just don't like the picture. That picture's fucking creepy. The expression list. 2 minutes. Okay, I can read that.
Sure.
Okay, let's do this.
Sort off, I'll do that.
I'm about to head out.
Oh, you
so,
are? Okay. I love you, man. Mwah. See you later, BB. Alright. Oh, you gotta go. Okay, sweet.
Oh yeah, Godzilla. The
So, I'm gonna start reading this, and, yeah. So, if anybody is not into it, then obviously you can jump out, but I'm going to start reading. Maybe I might need to sneeze.
I will play.
Please don't
Damn, I
sneeze.
don't have enough for any weapon.
Okay. I think
16
I'm good.
minutes.
I almost sneezed. Oh my god. I got this feeling like I want to sneeze, but I can't sneeze, and it's bothering me. Okay, so let's do this. The expression list.
Fuck.
In June of 1972, a woman appeared in Cedar Sinai Hospital in nothing but a white gown covered in blood. Now, this in itself should not be surprising, as people often have accidents nearby and come to the nearest hospital for their medical attention. But there was 2 things that caused people who saw her to vomit and flee in terror. The first was that she wasn't exactly human. She resembled something close to a mannequin, but had the dexterity and fluidity of a normal human being. Her face was as flawless as a mannequin's, devoid of eyebrows and smeared in makeup. She had a kitten clenched in between her teeth, her jaws clamped so unnaturally tightly around it to the point where no teeth could be seen. The blood was still squirting out of her, over her gown and onto the floor. She then pulled it out of her mouth, tossed it aside, and collapsed. From the moment she stepped through the entrance to when she was taken to the hospital room and cleaned up before being prepped for sedation, she was completely calm, expressionless, and motionless. The doctors had thought it best to restrain her until the authorities could arrive, and she did not protest. They were unable to get any kind of response from her, and most staff members felt too uncomfortable to look directly at her for more than a few seconds. But the second staff tried to sedate her. She fought back with extreme force, 2 members of the staff holding her down as her body rose up from the bed with the same blank expression. She turned her motionless eyes toward the male doctor and did something unusual. She smiled. As she did, the female doctor screamed and let go out of shock. In the woman's mouth, there were not human teeth, but long, sharp spikes, too long for her mouth to close fully without causing damage. The male doctor stared back at her for a moment, asking, "What the hell are you?" She cracked her neck down to her shoulder to observe him, still smiling. There was a long pause. Security had been alerted and could be heard coming down the hallway. As he heard them, she darted forward, sinking her teeth into the front of his throat, ripping out his jugular and letting him fall to the floor, gasping for air as he choked on his own blood. She stood up and leaned over him, her face coming dangerously close to his. As the light faded from his eyes, she leaned closer and whispered in his ear, "I am God." The doctor's eyes filled with fear as he watched her calmly walk away to greet the security men. His last ever sight would be watching her feast on them one by one. The female doctor who survived the incident named her the Expressionless. There was never a sighting of her again.
Well, I'm gonna have fun sleeping tonight.
That was a pretty good story. That's a fucked
Yeah,
up
that
picture.
was pretty good.
I do not like looking at that picture. That picture gives me anxiety.
Yeah, I think the actual picture is supposed to be
I think I
maybe,
have. Okay, so I take that. I take back what I said. Why can't I hear myself? Who the fuck has that echoing? It's better now.
Hold on, I'll test it.
Okay,
No, it's
we're
not
good.
me.
We're good. So, the problem right there is like, I think I remember that actually. I don't remember it because it's probably been a while, but the only thing that really like triggered back the memory was the part where it says "I am God." I remember that. I remember that from like I think it's some kind of like creepypasta reader back in like 2014. So, Skyrim guard. What the fuck? I was a scary channel like you. Then I took a dump in my pants. What in oblivion is that? What the fuck, man?
I think the actual photo from that story is based on I think it's supposed to be a photo of a victim from the bombing of War II, the nukes on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I think what the doctors were doing were covering her with this almost mannequin-looking mask, so people wouldn't see all her skin peeling off and all the burns she had. So it was a way to make her feel more normal, but it did not help.
That's fucked
I
up.
think that's what it's based on. Because I mean, when you look at her, it's possible. I think that's just my best guess.
What oblivion is that? That's fucked up, man. Blue. She's a 1 hour creepypasta? Nope. She's a 15-minute creepypasta? Nope. She's a 2-minute creepypasta? Hell yeah! Let's do it! Yeah. Hey, Blue. It's bedtime for me. Love you. Love you, full homo. And good night. Love you too, BB. Mwah. Alright. Wait,
what
bedtime.
time is it for you guys?
It's 11:30 for me.
Oh, yeesh. For me, it's like 4 or something like that. 4
I'll be
PM.
able to sleep because I am strong and almost nothing scares me for some reason. Oh, wow. Yeah. Alright, then. Well, good night. Man, that was I don't know. I feel like it was a decent story just for the fact that, like, she was expressionless. That's, like, why it was scary. But, like, I wish there's something, like, a little bit more, like...
Bugger.
I wish there was something a little bit more, like, horrifying to it. Other than just, like, oh, she bit his throat. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of just felt like... I don't know. It was good. I don't know. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. A few things that need to be worked on, but still a solid story.
That picture, though, is what makes it. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
that picture is what makes... Yeah.
What's the picture though?
It's some fucking creepy picture of this girl with no face.
Could you show it to us?
Can you not see it?
No, I can't see it.
It should be on the stream, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's on the stream.
I'm not in the stream yet.
Oh.
I'm watching.
Well, that's your fault, man.
Oh, okay.
I got on the
shit.
stream for a bit, so I'll just, like, stay here while I talk. And then, like, if you get in the stream, like, you'll see it. There we go. Okay. But, yeah, dude, it's fucking creepy. Creepy ass shit.
Jeez. It looks like a mannequin though, right?
Yeah, hell, yeah.
I mean, it does. I feel like it's from a show or a movie or something.
It's
like
just
that.
uncanny. It just feels uncanny, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, horrifying. It's not like you'd shit your pants, but it's something that when you look at it, you're like, this isn't right. You know what I mean?
I would just recommend not looking into the eyes. It's probably the creepiest thing to do.
It reminds me of something. Like, I don't know, but it reminds me of some YouTube channel.
Yeah, I guess I do feel a bit of familiarity. Well, I can't even speak today at all.
Okay.
It does remind me of something.
Would you guys like me to read another story?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, hell yeah, go ahead.
Yeah? Alright. Well, either I read another story or I keep ranting about other stuff and then I move on to SCP. So it's up to you guys.
I really don't care.
All right,
Both those
chat.
are pretty good.
Tell me, would you like me to keep reading rants
Oh,
or
shit.
move on to SCP?
I hate grenades in this game. Fuck.
What game you playing? CS:GO?
I'll CS:GO. Yeah, I'm still getting used to grenades, and it sucks.
Are you doing casual still?
Yeah.
Make sure you move on to competitive as soon as possible.
Why would you say that?
You learn the most.
Pretty-
You will learn the most from a competitive, like, much faster and much easier.
I feel like I'm getting better. I mean, I'm starting getting used to every time
The female
I see
version
crouch
of
thing fire.
097. Oh my gosh.
I think I might get a gaming mouse though. You know, with ones with more buttons
What's
and
God's
shit like that.
mouse?
It's dumb off as shit.
Hmm.
Oh, I got the bomb. I'm gonna die.
How long is it left? Isn't this one like 25 minutes? Oh, it's only 8 minutes. I remember this one was really fucked up. I mean, I guess I gotta read this again, but I just remember I remember this one just like gave me like a really sad feeling at the end of it, and I was like, what the fuck? Nom 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 nom. Okay, I love this shit. If you ever played Skyrim, what build will you go for? I don't know. Probably a warrior with maybe a few probably a warrior with a few bits of magic, but more or less just a warrior with like a double-handed sword. You know, like a big fucking sword that's like, ah! You know what I mean? A great sword. I'm fucking stupid. I can't fucking, yeah. I think about how long is Mr. Widemouth? Please don't be long. Please don't be long. Please don't
Hey,
be
I
long.
planned the bomb without dying.
6 minutes? Okay, I'll fucking read it.
There you go, got it.
Protects child. Nope.
Oh god, I'm the only one left to my team.
I'm already sad. I've been sad since. Why are you sad? Don't say that.
Clutched it.
Alright. Okay. During my childhood, my family was like a drop of water in the vast river. For remaining in one location for long, we settled in Rhode Island when I was 8. And there we remained until I went to college in Colorado Springs. Most of my memories were rooted in Rhode Island, but there are fragments in the attic of my brain which belonged to various homes we had lived in when I was much younger. Most of these memories are unclear and pointless. Chasing after another boy in the backyard of a house in North Carolina, trying to build a raft to float on a creek behind the apartment we rented in Pennsylvania, and so on. But there is one set of memories which remains as clear as glass, as though they were made just yesterday. I often wonder whether these memories simply lucid dreams produced by the long sickness I experienced that spring, but in my heart, I know they are real. We were living in a house just outside the bristling metropolis? Yeah, metropolis. The bustling metropolis of New Vineyard, Maine. Population 643. It was a large structure, especially for a family of 3. There were a number of rooms that I didn't see in the 5 months we resided there. In some ways, it was a waste of space, but it was the only house on the market at the time, at least within an hour's commute to my father's place of work. The day after my 5th birthday, intended by my parents alone, I came down with a fever. A fever. Man. A fever. Why does my mouth hurt? Shit. I came down with a fever. The doctor said I had mononucleosis, which meant no rough play and more fever for at least another 3 weeks. It was a horrible timing to be bedridden. We were in the process of packing our things to move to Pennsylvania, and most of my things were already packed away in boxes, leaving my room barren. My mother brought me ginger ale and books several times a day, and these served a the function of being my primary form of entertainment for the next few weeks. Boredom always loomed just around the corner, waiting to rear its ugly head and compound my misery. I don't exactly recall how I met Mr. Widemouth. I think it was another week after I was diagnosed with mono. My first memory of the small creature was asking him if he had a name. He told me to call him Mr. Widemouth because of his large mouth. In fact, everything about him was large in comparison to his body, his head, his eyes, his crooked ears, but his mouth was by far the largest. "You look kind of like a Furby," I said as he flipped through one of the books. Mr. Widemouth stopped and gave me a puzzled look. "Furby? What's a Furby?" he asked. I shrugged. "You know the toy, the little robot with the big ears. You can pet and feed them, almost like a real pet." "Oh," Mr. Widemouth resumed his activity. "You don't need one of those. They aren't the same as having a real friend." I remember Mr. Widemouth disappearing every time my mother stopped to check in on me. I lay under your bed," he later explained. "I don't want your parents to see me because I'm afraid they won't let us play anymore." We didn't do much during those first few days. Mr. Widemouth just looked at my books, fascinated by the stories and the pictures they contained. The third or fourth morning after I met him, he greeted me with a large smile on his face. "I have a new game we can play," he said. "We have to wait until after your mother comes to check in on you, because she can't see us play it. It's a secret game." After my mother delivered more books and soda at the usual time, Mr. Widemouth slipped out from under the bed and tugged my hand. "We have to go to a room at the end of this hallway," he said. I objected at first, as my parents had forbidden me to leave my bed without their permission, but Mr. Widemouth persisted until I gave in. The room in question had no furniture or wallpaper. Its only disgusting feature was a window opposite of the doorway. Mr. Widemouth darted across the room and gave the window a firm push, flinging it open. He then beckoned me to look out at the ground below. We were on the second story of the house, but it was on a hill, and from this angle, the drop was farther than 2 stories due to the incline. "I like to play pretend up here," Mr. Widemouth explained. I pretend that there is a big soft trampoline below this window, and I jump. And if you pretend hard enough, you bounce back like a feather. I want you to try." I was a 5-year-old with a fever, so only a hint of skepticism darted through my thoughts as I looked down and considered the possibility. "It's a long drop," I said. "But that's all a part of the fun. It wouldn't be fun if it was only a short drop. If it were that way, you may as well just bounce on a real trampoline." I toyed with the idea, picturing myself falling through thin air, only to bounce back to the window on something unseen by human eyes. But the realist in me prevailed. "Maybe some other time," I said. "I don't know if I have enough imagination. I could get hurt." Mr. Widemouth's face contorted into a snarl, but only for a moment. Anger gave way to disappointment. "If you say so," he said. He spent the rest of the day under my bed, as quiet as a mouse. The following morning, Mr. Widemouth arrived holding a small box. "I want to teach you how to juggle," he said. "Here are some things you can use to practice before I start giving you lessons." I looked in the box, and it was full of knives. "My parents will kill me!" I shouted, horrified that Mr. Widemouth had brought me knives into my room. Objects that my parents would never allow me to touch. "I'll be spanked and grabbed for a year!" Mr. Widemouth frowned. "It's fun to juggle these. I want you to try." I pushed the box away. "I can't. I'll get in trouble. Knives aren't safe to throw in the air." Mr. Widemouth's frown deepened to a scowl. He took the box of knives and slid under my bed, remaining there the rest of the day. I began to wonder how often he was under me. I started having trouble sleeping after that. Mr. Widemouth often woke me up at that night. saying he put a real trampoline under the window. A big one. One that I couldn't see in the dark. I always declined and tried to go back to sleep, but Mr. Widemouth persisted. Sometimes he stayed by my side. Okay, I'm gonna mute you guys. Okay, so are we good? Are we good? Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's keep going.
Your mama never should have come here.
What the fuck is talking? Okay, well, someone's interrupting, so I'm sorry about that. Moving on. Sometimes he stayed by my side until early in the morning, encouraging me to jump. He wasn't so fun to play with anymore. My mother came to me one morning and told me I had her permission to walk around the house. She thought the fresh air would be good for me, especially having been confined to my room for so long. Ecstatic, I put on my sneakers and trotted out the back porch, yearning for the feeling of sun on my face. Mr. Widemouth was waiting for me. "I have something I want you to see," he said. I must have given him a weird look, because he then said, "It's safe. I promise." I followed him to the beginning of a deer trail which ran through the woods behind the house. "This is the important path," he explained. "I've had a lot of friends about your age. When they were ready, I took them down this path to a special place. You aren't ready yet, but one day I hope to take you there." I returned to the house wondering what kind of place lay beyond that trail. 2 weeks after I met Mr. Widemouth, the last load of our things had been packed into a moving truck. I would be in the cab of that truck, sitting next to my father for the long drive to Pennsylvania. I considered telling Mr. Widemouth that I would be leaving, but even at 5 years old, I was beginning to suspect that perhaps the creature's intentions were not to my benefit. Despite what he had said otherwise, for this reason, I decided to keep my departure a secret. My father and I were in the truck at 4 a.m. He was hoping to make it to Pennsylvania by lunchtime tomorrow, with the help of an emptyless supply of coffee and 6-pack energy drinks. He seemed more like a man who was about to run a marathon, rather than one who was about to spend 2 days sitting still. "Early enough for you?" he said. I nodded, and placed my head against the window, hoping for some sleep before the sun came up. I felt my father's hand on my shoulder. "This is the last move, son. I promise. I know it's hard for you. As sick as you've been. Daddy gets promoted. We can settle down. You can make friends." I opened my eyes as we backed out the driveway. I saw Mr. Widemouth's silhouette in my bedroom window. He stood motionless until the truck was about to turn into the main road. He gave a pitiful little wave goodbye. Steak knife in hand. I didn't wave back. Holy shit, what the fuck? Okay. Years later, I returned to New Vineyard. The piece of our land it stood upon was empty except for the foundation, as the house burned down a few years after my family left. Out of curiosity, I followed that deer trail that Mr. Widemouth had shown me. Part of me expected him to jump out from behind a tree and scare the living bejesus out of me, but I felt that Mr. Widemouth was gone, somehow tied to the house that no longer exists. The trail ended at the New Vineyard Memorial Cemetery. I noticed that many of the tombstones belonged to children. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit! Holy shit, that's a good one. That was a good story. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. This was fucking good. Wanted you to fucking juggle. Yeah, fuck, right, yeah. Oh my god. I feel like I remember that. Like, I feel like I swear I remember, like, hearing that story too. Just because, like, the juggling of the knives, you know what I mean? Like, I remember that. Like, there's this little voice in the back. I remember that. But, like, I don't remember that ending. Like, I was kind of expecting something like that. But, like, I don't remember, like, that was fucking good. That ending, like, despite me expecting it, just the fact that it did go that way felt so good. Fuck, that was good. All right. No, you never should have come here. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys said a lot. Shit, I'm sorry. Let's go all the way up. Ask who Joe is. Oof. Ask who Joe is, please. I don't know the fuck. No, you. No, you. Oh my god. All right. I think the talking guy in Discord is gone. Okay, I'll join back then. I think you get the hint. When I say that I've been sad since 2016. Another hint. Think of Sayori from Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. I remember I played that game. I legit cried. Good story. Yeah, fuck yeah, it was a good story. But here's my point. You know, these were just amazing stories, and like, you know, obviously shit like that doesn't get sexualized or like fucked up because like, you know, it's nothing that you really can do to make that sexual. You know what I mean? Like, unless you want to like make them like fuck with a little kid, which like that's weird. You know what I mean? You don't do that. So for something like that, it did an amazing job. And I think anyone that reads that really does just like, you know, they're proud to be able to say, damn, this is a good story that like you can really get behind. So Candle Cove, 1999. I think I remember Candle Cove, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read 1999. I'm going to turn back on the Discord. Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
So we're going to go and we're going to read 1999. If that's too long, then we're going to go to Candle Cove. And if that's too long, then we'll find another one. So.
Or if anyone joins this chat again and starts talking to you, or you just kick them.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Or just throw them into like a different chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
29 minutes? It's way too fucking long. Fuck that.
Oh, before you read it, have you ever had sleep paralysis before?
I think a few times, dude. That shit's scary as shit.
I think I kind of had, but not at the same time. I do remember I hallucinated after waking up, but I could move. I think I was kind of in that middle stage kind of area.
That's scary, dude.
What was your worst one?
I remember there was like one where like I couldn't move, and like I knew like I was kind of like there, but I wasn't, and it was weird. Like it was weirding me out. And I was at the end of my bed. Like it looked like there was someone just like kind of like ominously like standing there. I remember like the only thing I really could do was like kind of close my eyes.
Yeah, I think if I did have something like that, I would just close my eyes and keep convincing myself it's not real.
The only thing I think that I remember like that was really scary other than that was once I like the same thing happened, but I was on my side, and I swear to God there was someone like right next to me.
Oh, Jesus.
That fucked with me because like, well, think about it. You can't turn around because you're fucking like you're kind of paralyzed, but like something was like right fucking there. Like fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
My I guess sleep paralysis or just hallucination was I just like woken up. It was like maybe 3 in the morning or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened my eyes. There was a bit of light coming from the room from my window. And I did notice that there was like a weird kind of clump on my pillow. Now, I think this was actually just a shadow that I saw, but I moved my head up, still in bed, like, you know, just like kind of sitting up and looking at the pillow. And I swear to God,
oh my
the
God,
lump became a fucking spider, like Jesus Christ. And I have a really bad fear of spiders. It looked like a black widow times 2 or 3 times the size of it normally.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved back a bit. It jumped forward, basically. I literally jumped out of bed as it ran at me at full speed.
Yeah,
and Jesus Christ, I hope I never have hallucination like that, because you have no idea how terrified I was.
Alright, here we go.
Alright.
So I remember this one, I think. This is the one where, like, remember this kid show from back in the day, but, like, it was really fucked up to them. Like, the parents never thought it was fucked up. And, like, it was, like, in the end, all the kids that did, like, listen to the TV, like, got killed or something. And, the thing was, like, they're always looking at a blank screen, but, like, they saw something else. So, I think that's how the story goes. But, like, they're thinking about it, like, nowadays. They're like, oh, I remember that. So, I'm going to go over it. I think I remember this, like, pretty well, just because, like, it was a big one, I remember. And, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm not, then let's do this.
Alright. Let's do this.
Oh, man, I can't believe this is 10 years old. This is over 10 years old. Fuck.
Really? Yeesh.
Candle Cove. Nostalgia. No, Net Nostalgia Forum. Television. Local. Sky Shale. Subject. Candle Cove. Candle Cove. Local kids show? Does anyone remember this kids show? It was called Candle Cove, and I must have been 6 or 7. I never found reference to it anywhere, so I think it was a local station around 1971 or 1972. I learned in Ironton at the time. I lived in Ironton at the time. I don't remember which station, but I do remember it was on at a weird time, like 4 p.m. Mike Painter. Subject. Okay. It seems pretty familiar to me. I grew up outside of Ashland, and I was 9 years old in 72. Candle Cove was about pirates. I remember a pirate marionette at the mouth of the cave talking to a little girl. Sky. Yes! Okay, I'm not crazy. I remember Pirate Percy. I was always kind of scared of him. He looked like he was built from parts of other dolls. Real low budget. His head was an old porcelain baby doll. Looked like an antique that didn't belong in the body. I don't remember what station this was. I don't think it was WTSF, though. Jared. Sorry to resurrect this old thread, but I don't know exactly what you mean, Sky. I think Candle Cove ran for only a couple of months in 71, not 72. I was 12 and I watched it a few times with my brother. It was Channel 58. Whatever station that was, my mom would let me switch to it after the news. Let me see what I remember. It took place in Candle Cove, and it was about a little girl who imagined herself to be friends with pirates. The pirate ship was called the Laughingstock, and Pirate Percy wasn't a very good pirate because he got scared too easily. There was a Calicope music constantly playing. Don't remember the girl's name. Janice or Jade or something. I think it was Janice. Sky. Thank you, Jaren. Memories flooded back when he mentioned the Laughingstock in Channel 58. I remember the bow of the ship was a wooden smiling face, and the lower jaw submerged. It looked like it was swallowing the sea, and it had that awful Ed Wayne voice and laugh. I especially remember how jarring it was when they switched from wooden/plastic model to the foam puppet version of the head that talked. Mike. I remember that now, too. Do you remember this part, Sky? You have to go inside. Sky. Ugh, Mike, I got a chill reading that. Yes, I remember. That was the ship. That's what the ship always told Percy when there was a spooky place he had to go in, like a cave or a dark room where the treasure was, and the camera would push in on Laughingstock's face with each pause. You have to go inside. With his two eyes askew and that flopping foam jaw and the fishing line that opened and closed. Ugh. It just looks so cheap and awful. You guys remember the villain? He had a face that was just a handlebar mustache above really tall, narrow teeth. Kevin. Honestly thought the villain was Pirate Percy. I was about 5 when the show was on. Nightmare Fuel. Jaren. That wasn't the villain. The puppet was with a mustache. That was the villain's sidekick. Horace Horrible. He had a monocle too, but it was on top of the mustache. I used to think that meant he only had one eye. But yeah, the villain was another marionette. The Skin Taker. I can't believe what they let us watch back then. Kevin. Jesus H. Christ. The Skin Taker. What kind of kid show were we watching? I seriously could not look at the screen when that Skin Taker showed up. He just descended out of nowhere on strings and just a dirty skeleton wearing that brown top hat and cape. And his glass eyes were too big for a skull. Christ almighty. Sky, wasn't his top hat and cloak all sewn up crazily? Was that supposed to be children's skin? Mike, yeah, I think so. Remember his mouth didn't open and close? His jaw just slid back and forth. I remember the little girl said, "Why does your mouth move like that?" And the Skin Taker didn't look at the girl, but just the camera, and said, "To grind your teeth. To scratch your skin. I'm so relieved that the other people remember this terrible show. I used to have this awful memory, a bad dream, where the opening jingle ended and the show faded in from black and all the characters were just there. But the camera was cutting to each of their faces and they were just screaming. And the puppets and the marionettes were flailing spatastically. Hey, what's up? And just all the screaming. Sorry, man, you're this white noise, so I'm gonna have to mute. Well, I mean, you can say. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just like reading creepypastas.
Okay.
All right, where was I? And just all that screaming. The girl was just moaning and crying like she's been through this for hours. I woke up many times from that dream. I used to wet the bed when I had it. Kevin, I don't think that was a dream. I remember that. I remember that was an episode. Sky, no, not possible. That was no plot or anything. I mean, literally just standing in place crying and screaming for the whole show. Kevin, maybe I'm manufacturing the memory because you said that, but I swear to God, I remember seeing what you described. They just screamed. Jaren, oh God. Yes, that little girl Janice, I remember seeing her shake and the skin take her screaming through his gnashing teeth. His jaw carrying so wildly, I thought it would just come off the wire hinges. I turned it off, and the last time I watched, and then it was the last time I watched, I ran to my brother, and we didn't have the courage to turn it back on. Mike, I was visited by my mom today at the nursing home. I asked her about when I was little in the early 70s, when I was 8 or 9, and she remembered a kid's show, Candle Cove. She said she was surprised. I could remember that, and I asked why, and she said, because I remember to think it was so strange that you said, I'm gonna go watch Candle Cove now, Mom, and then you would tune the TV to static and just watch dead air for 30 minutes. You had a big imagination with your little pirate show. So, I was right. I remembered every little bit about that. If you guys are in VC, you can unmute now. But the thing is, that story is amazing because I just have so many memories about it. I remember that was one of my first ones. Ooh, I love that noise. Thank you, whoever just subscribed.
The ending's just so random.
Who subscribed?
Like it's just. I mean, no, okay, that wasn't the wrong word to use. It's just so abrupt, and that just works so well with it.
Hey, Ducky, I love you, my dude. Mwah. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I mean that's the thing that's really fucked up about because it was really built into something more than it had to be. After this, but the thing is the simple idea of having all these characters. And, it really was building it to be something that, everyone saw. Honestly, if you got rid of all of this, and you just said that there's a show that, you saw, and, in reality, these kids were just watching, dead TV, that wouldn't be scary. What they had to do is they made this fucking bullshit story of these guys just talking over the web, remembering this, as if it was something real. And then, in all reality, it was this thing that only kids could see. And because it was so built up like that, that execution of the last few words really fucked with you. It's like, what the hell?
The thing that's weird to me though is if you had a kid who said he was gonna watch a kid show and then he just watches static for half an hour, I would be a little bit concerned as a parent. Just a tiny.
Oh yeah, I know, right? It's like, what the fuck? Oh, you kids were so smart back in the day. It's like, the fuck? Fuck
you
that.
Kids have the best imagination I've ever seen.
What? Trustworthy demon?
Are you reading this off of Reddit or something?
No, I'm reading actually off the Creepypasta website.
Oh, okay.
Digit, I know we haven't played anything on Steam lately. I gotta get control of my authenticator. I miss you, buddy. I miss you too. I wish I could've talked. I'm sorry. I fucking know. I wanna cry now. Fuck. Fuck, that's so sad. That's sad. When I had paralysis.
Game.
Oh, you are? Well,
yeah, we're getting destroyed.
Dude, if you're still gonna play after this, my boy here, Mr. Headshot, he's still a virgin, so you should play with him.
Okay.
Like he just
I'll
started.
play with you guys.
Yeah, he just started CS. So
He did
This is
what?
literally my first day playing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be down.
when I had paralysis, there was just a shadow humanoid sitting on the ground, and I was hearing laughter. Oh shit, dude. Call me Mr.
Oh,
Skin Taker.
wonderful.
I'll give you a show. Hear the crashing of waves on the ship down. What the fuck? The fuck, lion? Hey, Ducky Wucky, I love you, my dude. I just need someone bless me. Bless you. Bless you. All right. So we're at 2,400 subs. That's good. So here's the plan. I always say this. Always. Your choice if you want to believe me or not. I think I got more or less a schedule going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to upload every day, whether or not it is a video or a live stream. The formula is going to be I'm going to be doing horror stuff like this, creepypastas. I mean, even if I just read this shit for a little bit, I think that'd be good for consistency. You know what I mean? Even if we don't get views or if it's shitty. And then on the other day, or maybe on the same day, I'll have something that's more or less me and just fuck around. You know what I mean? So that there's still like a little bit of both, and you can get kind of both sides of like my world, quote unquote. This week is definitely going to be crazy because I've got a lot planned. I've even got a song coming out, and I've also got like a little other like thingy-majiggy. Technically, there's only 2 songs on the channel. One of them is one that I made, and one of them is actually, funny enough, one that another person made. His name's Zello. He's actually in the VC. Pretty dope song. But those are
that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the 2 songs, but this one's actually going to be another like bigger song. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to like go, but I have 2 other friends working out with me, and I hope it goes amazing. But here's the thing. So there's going to be a few things. One, I have actually a goal thing over here. It's in the back. I have everything written down there. If you guys ever anything like goal-wise, anything that you guys want me to like do, or any videos, I'm going right there. But here's the goals I got. So within this week, it's not going to happen, but it's still a goal. Realistically, if this all happens and goes decent, I can see the most happening 3,000. Realistically. But making an unrealistic goal, because that's how I am, I want to try and reach 10,000. I want to reach 100,000 views, because obviously if I'm going to reach 10,000, I need the views to accommodate with that, you know what I mean? Or else it's not going to happen. I want, you know, to make more on Patreon, so that I can, like, put that towards college. I want to reach out to community and friends again, because what'll happen is, like, I'll get stressed, and, you know, I won't be able to, like, reach out to, like, my community and my friends, and, like, I always feel, like, really shitty about that, because, like, you know, I don't like being busy all the time. Like, I like doing and, like, feeling proud of myself for doing things, but at the same time, it's, like, I always feel horrible then, because, like, then there's people that, like, I love, and slowly I just fade away, and I feel really shitty about that, you know, because, like, the thing that scares me the most is, like, forgetting people, and I don't want to do that. I never want to do that. Moving on from that, though, is revive the channel. So, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the channel, it's been afloat, but that's just it. I want to really just, like, build it up and explode it. So, what's going to happen is just stay and watch, try your best. Oh, see you, Lion Club. Love you, man. Mwah. Here, have a hug. But try your best to, like, look for what's going on. You'll see what's going on, and when it does, then you'll kind of have, like, your proof to, like, be like, okay, get on board. Because I'm not gonna say, oh, watch out for everything, and, like, help me out when you don't have probable cause. So I'm going to push myself. If you guys do decide to help, I'd be beyond blessed. I mean, there may not be much of this here, but for the people that are going to help out, I hope you already joined the ride, because for this next push, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty fucking excited. Plus, like, I actually do have, like, a little, like, system going on here. So, in the end, though, I do want to say, as always, I'm very proud to be able to say, you guys are my friends. I'm very proud to be able to say we've gone this far, and fuck, we're going to make it this year. Fucking September, we're going to make 10,000 subscribers, and whoever says we aren't, fuck you. So,
You're not.
if you look at the
No, I'm
video
just kidding.
places over there, one of them, which you probably can't see that well, and this is going to be my own little, like, my own little thing that's going to probably, like, boost us there, and I would like to call that lomando.com. Only thing I'm saying, okay? Once that comes on and everything else just goes in order, like Minecraft, and well, okay, you guys will see. But we're gonna make this happen, and hopefully then we can do some more things for charity. We can bring more other YouTubers that maybe aren't doing that good and bring them back. Or YouTubers that used to be amazing and we can try and get them back onto YouTube. Because I really want to bring back what this channel was meant to do. And that's motivate and change the fucking game. You know what I mean? Because like that's what like this channel's made for. I remember I always get so excited about thinking about that. There's this one YouTuber, which I know we're not able to do it now. But that's my goal. I want to get this one YouTuber that was at 100,000. He quit about a year ago because he wasn't able to sustain himself, and I want to be able to get him back on YouTube. He's wanting to do that. I really want to get back on. 2, I'm gonna get my friends freaking into fucking YouTube and like, you know, make sure I actually have like a friend group, and then, you know, see how that manifests. And then 3, I want to make sure that
YouTube one day.
I want to make sure that every single person that has helped me out to get me where I am now, their work hasn't gone to vain. Because I know people that have literally like freaking gave me money, gave me pictures, gave me their time, and I didn't deserve that shit. And more or less I'm just saying this if I'm being frank for myself, so that when I look back and be like, yeah, I said this multiple times and I didn't give in. So that's gonna fucking happen. This is it. This is gonna happen now. This is the time. This is the time of fucking awakening. So if you guys are interested in helping out, or maybe getting some more info, or seeing what you can do, tell me down in the comments. Or if you already got me, Discord's probably the best way to get there. There is stuff linked there. Obviously Patreon, buddy. You don't need money to help me out. There's a bunch of other fucking ways you can do that. But more or less, this is a journey that we can take together. If you are thinking about actually helping me out, the number one thing you can do right now is say hashtag. What should we do our hashtag on? Because what I want to do is, like, every week we can do, like, a video thing. Hashtag,
What about hashtag bring back blue?
Just smile for those who can't.
It's like a triple B thing.
Bring back blue.
Bring back blue. There we go.
Oh, that actually has a good ring.
An alliteration.
Bring back blue.
Yeah.
I think we already had that once, actually. If I'm being, wait.
Okay.
Well, that's the only reason. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look that up, actually.
Ooh, bring black. Shoot.
Can we do something with
bring
D's for
back
digits?
Blue part 2.
D. What can we do with D for digits? Can you guys think of anything?
Deal.
What rhymes with digits?
Digits.
Oh, we're going over
Fidget.
like
Digits for digits.
Yeah, can you make
Hashtag.
blue fidget spinners?
I actually do have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I kind of.
I'm not the
Yeah.
I'm not the only one with fidget spinner. Hallelujah.
Hashtag. Hashtag
Yeah, I was
digits
thinking-
united.
Blue cheese.
Where's my cheese, Gromit?
Hashtag leave no digit behind. I don't know. Hashtag. Hold on.
I'm blue.
What
I like that.
rhymes with digit?
Midget.
What the fuck?
Digit the midget.
So do you want to Q headshot?
A what?
Yeah. Do you want to Q?
Oh, him. Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean like Queen Flash? I should better start my fucking PC.
Do you want to Q headshot or no?
I don't really care.
Digit limit.
Fidget your digit to the limit.
Hashtag digits have no limit. Digits have no limits. Digits.
Ooh, I like that.
Limits.
Yep, digits have no limits.
I like that. That's it. Hashtag
We have our shit.
digits have no limits.
Midget.
Fuck you. Alright. Digits have no limits.
Midget.
No more coal.
Oh my god, remember that?
No more cool.
Digits have no more coal.
Digits don't
That's
support
so
calls.
Oh my god.
We're just bullying the cult at this point.
Oh, my God.
Why do we bully him so much?
Digits have no limits. Digits limits.
Digits limits.
Okay, I gotta make this as like clickbaity. Digits.
Wait a minute, what
Digits
was
ha-
coal?
Digits carry
Digits
no
have
limits.
no limits.
Digits carry
have
no limits. Digits
Digits
carry.
Digits have no-
limits of midgets.
Digits have no limits. Gone wrong in the hood. Gone sexual.
Well, what is it that's blue digit? Like, so we got blue digit. There's.
What about red midget?
I always do like smiling for those who can't. Smiling for those who. Maybe that should be it. No, I already got something. Well, should that be it? No, that should be it. Digits. Blue. What else what else resembles the channel? Like, let's have, actually, yeah. What's the one where you guys would say like resembles the channel as like a whole?
Make blue digit 22 digits.
Oh shit, that's good. Unlimit the digits. That's fucking cool.
Ooh.
I like that. Bloodfang, that's fucking cool.
That
Fuck
sounds-
yeah.
that-
Hashtag
Ooh.
unlimit the digits. Fuck yeah.
That's good.
Unlimit the digits. Fuck yeah. I like that. I fucking like that.
That's our man.
Bloodfang right here fucking gave it to us. Unlimit the digits. Fuck yeah. That's our hashtag. So,
Guys, give him special privileges.
anyone
for
that saw
this.
that, here we go. This is the start. Today is September 16th. Technically, is it a Monday now? And if you guys do not know, this is the start of us going on our road to reach 10,000. We're going to bring back as many YouTubers as we can. We're going to bring them up. We're going to help out the community. And we're going to change the fucking ballpark. Why? Because that's what the channel does. And we aren't normal YouTubers because fuck that. So, hello, my name is Blue Digit. And I hope you guys are ready to join me on this journey about changing pop culture and joining into most mysterious and adventurous ways. That's what the channel is about. And that's what we're going to do. So, join me on this community. If you are joining me right now, there is something called hashtag unlimit the digits. It's going to be going for the rest of the month, basically. And if you guys are going to be joining me on this, then I hope that you're going all the way. There's going to be a thing that I want you to do every experience that you've had and what you're hoping to contribute to the channel and what goals you have. Do that in one video, and whoever does the best video, even if it looks like shit, will... Actually, I'll show the video. Yeah, I'll just show the fucking video on the channel. So, thank you so much. I love you so much. I'm going to see what I can do. Again, if you haven't already, join the Discord. This shit's going to get real. So, I wish I had more to say. But, if I can't say anything else, all I'd like to say is, if you can't, that doesn't matter, because you're still our brothers too. You're still with us. And
What's a crap?
if you need me to be there for you, then I'll pick you up. But, nonetheless, even if it comes down to how it usually is where I'm standing alone, I don't give a shit. We're going to make this shit happen. Even if it comes a big, long drag. So, smile. Keep your head up. And we're going to make this dream fucking happen. Let's fight for future so bright, so much for our eyes, folks. My name is Blue, signing out. And this is Star Sign Great. Bye, guys. Whoop!